No one answered the door today at his New Albany home, which is valued at more than $500,000. But Carl Schei Jr. will have to answer to a federal charge of embezzlement, accusing him of stealing close to $500,000 in federal education funds, earmarked for 4 of the charter schools where he worked as treasurer.
You know, Carl Schei has run amok with public dollars and the public trust, and the key is that today that run comes to an end.
Yost says school after school, his auditors found Schei's name popping up in connection to problems like cash withdrawals and insufficient documentation. The former George Washington Carver Prep in Columbus is one of 4 schools referenced in the federal charge, from which investigators say Schei embezzled $470,000 taxpayer dollars.
The charter schools are set up so that they can provide education to a variety of children, and this embezzlement harmed those children.
Federal officials declined to discuss many specifics, saying the investigation is still ongoing. State Auditor Yost says beyond the federal charges, though, his office audits of 10 different schools where Schei served as treasurer have resulted in more than $1 million in findings against him over the last decade. But Yost says this is about Carl Schei, not charter schools.
There will always be some degree of evil in human nature. That is not an indictment against the charter school system. It's an indictment against one individual wrongdoer.
Yost says the state should require charter school treasurers to be licensed, allowing the state to take action against their license if their books become unauditable. Ted Hart, NBC4.